If you're one of the more than 100 million people who purchased a Squishmallow since 2020, then you helped John Kelly buy this mansion. It just happened. Here in Los Angeles, we passed about 10 days ago, the beginning of April, what was called the mansion tax. And we're gonna go through one of the mansions that avoided that tax. I'm not gonna get into that tax. It's a whole other thing for a whole other video. We're just gonna pair John Kelly's new home in Los Angeles with a wine and go through some of the highlights of the home. As I said, it just closed. It was a super quick sale. They tried to get it in before April 1st, which they did. And because of that, John actually got this home at a 45% discount. He still ended up paying $26 million for the home, but it was originally listed at $47.5 million, which is just crazy that we're even talking about homes this expensive, but here we are, and they trade on the daily in Los Angeles. The architect is Zoltan Pally. Zoltan Pally just builds these ridiculous modern homes. You may have seen one called Orem Road. You should check it out right here or here, wherever my buddy's gonna put the link in the picture. Kind of looks like the flux capacitor from Back to the Future.
This is what makes time travel possible. The flux capacitor.
This home here that we're gonna be talking about with John Kelly, it's in Bel Air. It overlooks the Bel Air Country Club. It's just under 17,000 square feet, 16,849 to be exact. It has a modest 7 bedrooms and 8.5 bathrooms, and it's sitting on just under an acre of land at, well, 85% of an acre. The home is quite impressive. It is modern, chic, clean, but it does have some wonderful natural elements that are blended in. It does have some courtyard areas, which I absolutely love. The indoor-outdoor living, that is like my favorite thing. And in Los Angeles, why wouldn't you want to, maximize your opportunity to take advantage of those moments? I got to go to my kitchen because, like I said, I'm an entertainer. I like to cook. Kitchens in modern homes, I got to be honest, don't always speak to me. This one is beautiful, but doesn't look functional. Looks like it would be a pain to clean. I believe it has an induction stove, which I'm gonna have to get used to because they're getting rid of gas stoves everywhere. But for right now, as long as I have a gas stove or the ability to have a gas stove, I would like to have one. So, this is some beautiful natural stone and that light wood cabinets, super streamlined, super sleek, has a big island with the stove in the center of the island. I don't particularly like that. I like the stove anchored on a wall with proper ventilation. This probably has a downdraft. One of the walls in this kitchen is entirely open, which is obviously amazing. Looks to have the built-in espresso maker and convection oven in the wall. All the things that you would want, but realistically, you're spending $26 million on a home. This kitchen is a show kitchen. There's probably a real kitchen where the chef actually makes the food because nobody's cooking in this kitchen. I don't know many folks that I've seen in, $20 million plus homes do their own cooking in kitchens like this. It's usually done by a professional in a kitchen behind the scenes so that the living space is clean and open and airy and looks like a showroom. Which, if you scroll through the pictures on this listing, that's what it is. It's big and open and airy. It's all sort of modern tones, white, black, gray, wood tone to add some natural kind of elements here. My favorite moment in the home is the bar off of the dining room or living room. It has these backlit and underlit gold fronted shelves. It has gorgeous stone, rounded, you'd say waterfall, but it looks like it's just the bar is like one big stone oval with these 4 beautiful modern high black bar stools, and it's cut back into the wall. So your back bar area is huge, tons of storage space and display space, and has a really cool design to it with the, kind of the angle of the wall. And then in this picture particularly, I actually like seeing the exposed cement beam. I think it adds some weight and some, let's say I hate to say masculinity to an otherwise feminine room, because it's not. It's just this very it's elegant, and I think the concrete cement wall adds this depth and contrast to, you know, something that's otherwise refined. The concrete is kind of raw. I love it. My second favorite room in this house is absolutely the theater room. It has these super big, cushy, plush, deep couches, 3 tiers, black walls, the linear lights in the ceiling. I would just post up down here and hang out, which is in contrast to everything I said about wanting to live indoors and outdoors. I'd probably be in the basement of this house in the theater because you couldn't pull me off of that couch unless it's to go outside. Obviously staring at Bel Air Country Club would be amazing. I would imagine that I would be playing on that course quite often, especially if I had $26 million to spend on a home. The outdoor area has an incredible architectural pergola built into it, so you get this balance of light and shade, which is fantastic. Obviously, it gets super hot here in Los Angeles. You get, 364 days of sun a year, so you do need some shade if you're going to be outside all day, every day. Beautiful zero edge infinity pool with some grass space and a wonderful pool deck, and just an incredible home where it sits. You don't have much green space because even though you're on 85% of an acre, that's mostly like hillside and slope. And so when you look at the home from the drone footage, you see that it's 2 levels above a raised foundation with the pool and everything. So you get an idea of kind of what you have, but all of the outdoor space is going to be on hardscape. My guess is that, the home is built in such a way that the bedrooms are all positioned with the view out over the golf course, over the pool, getting as much natural light as you can, especially with some of the bedrooms that you can see from the drone footage being on that ground level or subterranean level. You're still getting incredible exposure to the outdoor. So, what do you pair with a home of this caliber? Something that is so architecturally stunning, modern, clean, well-defined, elegant. It's tough because there's so many wines, but I think that for me, it was straight to one wine, and that was Opus One. Because how can you compete? I mean, Opus One just stands for opulence and pedigree, incredibly well-structured wine that has every element of modern technology, built into it so that they can craft the most incredible wine every year, know how to tend the grapes, position the vineyard, shade them, not shade them, water them, not water them. It's a marquee name, when you're talking about, the Rothschild family and the Mondavi family, like you're talking about marquee names and they stand for excellence the same way that Zoltan Pali stands for excellence in architecture. If you say those names, in these crowds, folks are gonna immediately know what you're talking about. They're gonna have an immediate appreciation, an immediate understanding, an immediate comprehension for the level of quality that you're talking about, whether it's wine or homes. Opus One, absolutely. I would imagine that the cellar in John Kelly's home is probably stocked with some Opus One. It's a great value when you actually get into the winemaking and understand how much goes into it, how much technology they put in the vineyard and in the winery itself, and just the level of expertise that they go through or go to build and craft and create just a premium, stunning wine year after year. I think that it's honestly a bargain for even as much as it costs. It's a great deal, and it gets better over time. The wine quality does, and the value appreciates on those bottles, which, John Kelly got a hell of a deal here. 45% discount to the price, paid $26 million instead of the $47.5. And if you like this home and you like Squishmallows, bring your whole collection, get some friends together because you can rent it. That's right. He put it up for rent. The security deposit is only $300,000 and it's only $150,000 a month. So get, 150 of your closest friends together, chip in $1,000 and go stay at this home. I don't know how you're gonna split 7 beds with 150 friends, but I'm sure you guys can figure it out. If you like this home or not, leave a comment. I'd love to know what you think. This home has a lot of mixed feelings online about the architecture and otherwise, so I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you have had Opus One, what did you think? When did you have it? Where did you have it? I'd love to know that too. If you have a home or a wine that you would like me to check out, leave a comment. I'd love to get more involved and more engaged with the audience, see who's watching it, what kind of homes they'd like to see, or celebrities that they would like to talk about, wines that I would pair with those celebrities, whatever questions you may have, drop a comment. I would love you to follow along. We're gonna be doing more of these pairings, and if you thought this was cool, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I will see you next time.